In my 20s, I relocated to Sydney, Australia, but I'm a born and bred New Yorker. I was raised in the Big Apple in the 80s and 90s, and what I found out was that there's always a difference between people. At that time, we had native New Yorkers who were considered the Irish American, the Italian Americans, we had WASP, we had Black Americans, we had Jews, etc. And those are some of the folks that dominated New York. And you learn how to interact with these people, especially because I was in construction, and then you got to see that everyone behaved a little bit differently, and you had nuances that you then needed to craft and understand so that you could work with these groups of people. Fast forward, it's now 2026, and we're talking about project management and business analysis. And what we want to make sure is that in this global economic system that we're now finding ourselves, where you might be working on a specific country project, a software project, you may have development teams in India, you may have product teams in Europe, you may have stakeholders in the US, and all the permutations in the middle, right? And what you have to do if you want to be a world-class project manager or business analyst is that you have to take the fucking time and learn a little bit about all these different groups. You have to understand the things that make them tick, the events that they celebrate, the things that they worry about, so on and forth. And there's a lot that goes into it. And I have to stress, you go into work with a positive mind frame, and then you do your job managing risks, issues, scheduled activities, making sure that requirements are really clear, and any vulnerability that starts to wobble those requirements, that you're working with project management to articulate the risk and the potential issue and then try to mitigate them, right? And that's really important. And understand that when you're a professional, it means that you are professional. You are doing a high quality job. You should be getting paid very well for your effort. And in that process, you are setting an example for others to follow. So for project managers and business analysts, I want you guys to remember a few key points. We live in a very modern world, which means you're going to be interacting with so many different types of people. Do not go to work negative. Do not bitch and complain, and do not talk about your peers in a way that you wouldn't want someone talking about you. That said, make sure that you're approaching your work positively. It doesn't mean that you try to polish a turd, but it does mean that whenever there's a problem, you look for opportunities to solve it. You do not look to pile problems on top of problems, because guess what? That's not what you're paid for. And then lastly, if you want to make sure that you're a world-class project manager and business analyst, keep following this page, because I'm going to keep dropping these tips, and I want to see everyone continue to improve the professions of project management and business analysis so that we can stop projects going over time and over budget. I think it can happen. I'm proof, but let's make it more.